What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? You know, guys, I have a couple of video game related videos coming up in the next 3 or 4 days. I really hope you enjoy them. I'm working on them as we speak. But you know, I figured I'd throw this one up first. You know, we're really excited about this new SNES Mini Classic, and I know you are as much as I am excited to not be able to get our hands on one. And you know, to be a little cliche and gratuitous, I figured out of all the great titles that are on there, there are 10 that just stick out in my mind that I can't see why are not on the system. So, to exploit the information and possibly grow my channel, here are my top 10 games that should be on the SNES Mini Classic Edition, but for some reason fucking not. Number 10. Now, number 10 is kind of a cheat. I'm going to give you 2 games. But I can't see why these 2 aren't on there. If anything, from a Sega Genesis guy, these are the 2 games I would go to whenever I'm at my buddy's house playing their SNES. And those 2 games are Super Metroid and Super Castlevania 4. I mean, I know one of them's an exclusive Nintendo and the other one's a third-party game. But there's no reason Nintendo couldn't... They are? You're kidding me. Oh. I guess that shows how much I really give a shit and I'm paying attention. Alright, number 8. Number 8. Phoenix. This is such a great shooter game. This is one of my favorites to play. And I suppose the only reason I really want this on the SNES Mini Classic is because this is a sealed copy. And though I don't really necessarily collect sealed games, and I really do believe that they should be opened and enjoyed, this is the only one I have. It was a gift. I promised to keep it sealed, and it's kind of neat to have. So, I really want to play the game. So, Nintendo, I don't want to fucking open this. Please, put this on the SNES Mini Classic. Number 8. Phoenix. Number 7. And it's a no-brainer. Fantasy Zone. When I think of 16-bit era gaming, I think of Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. And when I think of Super Nintendo, I think family-friendly. I think cute. I think colorful. I think super fun for the kiddies. I think no balls. I think kind of weak. I think Sega Genesis would have chopped up your whole family and eaten them. Puked them out. Put them in the freezer with marinade. Taken it out on the 4th of July. Putting it back on the grill and eating it again. Where the Super Nintendo would have been the napkin. And what a perfect game to represent that. It's soft, it's colorful, the music is very playful and kind, but you're still running around shooting things, so you can have balls while still having a vagina. So number 7, Fantasy Zone. Number 6, simply Zaxxon. Only to balance out the other one, because there may be that one uncle that comes over and actually wants to have some testosterone. But because you're too much of a pansy, you have a Super Nintendo. Zaxxon. Number 5 is Ninja Golf, because... Ninja Golf. Number 4, the new Friday the 13th game. And this is a selfish one, because I've yet to be able to play this game. I've been so excited about this. I've had a rock-hard rager since this game was announced. And every time I saw new updates, it just got harder and harder. And I can't download it to my PC for a number of reasons that are none of your fucking business. But until I can get myself a PlayStation 4 and they release a physical copy of this thing, because I won't download it. That's stupid. I want to have something in my hands. I want to smell something while I'm touching myself inappropriately. So until I can get a physical copy of it, put it on the SNES Mini, just so I have something semi-physical that I can still play. So that next on the list was the Friday the 13th game, the new one. Number 3, Blood Omen. Legacy of Kain. Come on, the SNES was known for their RPGs. Now this isn't a true RPG. It's kind of a horror, adventure, survival with RPG elements in it. But I mainly picked this one because it was like readily available on the shelf for me just to grab and mention somewhere here on the list. So number 3, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Number 2, I didn't pick a number 2, simply because second place is the very first loser. And for those of you who do love the SNES and are a little more sensitive and might need a safe space, I decided not to put the first loser in it because I didn't want any bad memories coming up. And I didn't want anyone crying. So to be PC and to be kind and on the side of love, I decided no number 2. So number 2, toughen the fuck up. And number 1, the number 1 game that the SNES Mini should have, but doesn't have, is Atari Creep, the game. Now, come on. Who doesn't want to play this game? It's got my fucking face on it. I mean, I don't really want to tell you that this is just a copy of Phoenix, and I put a picture of myself on it to look cool, only because I don't want Nintendo to know that I actually own a copy of Phoenix that is playable. I want to go back to not opening this so I can play Phoenix again. So, yeah. Number 1, the Atari Creep video game. Alright guys, well that's my top 10 picks that should have been on the SNES Mini Classic that never made it there. But in all seriousness, I just... this is a fun video I came up with. I personally couldn't care less about the SNES Mini Classic. I would like to have one. There are some really great games on there. And some I don't actually own that I would like to play. I'm not super excited about Star Fox 2, but... seeing as everyone's blowing up about the SNES Mini Classic, and I saw a number of games that should have been but aren't on there, and it doesn't matter because we can play all these games in multiple forms, in some forms that you don't even have to pay any money for if you really don't want to. So I'm kind of poking fun of technology, poking fun of the hype, and I know I said a few things in there that were a little insensitive. And for that I do apologize. Just to let you all know, I don't hate. I'm an angry Irish fat fuck from Boston, and I do say some things here and there, but I believe I use like the word faggot in there and a couple of things, but please know that I do not subscribe to any kind of hatred. Nor do I look down upon people for lifestyle choices, shy of them being, murderers and child molesters. I mean, those people can go right to hell, and I wouldn't mind cutting them up. But aside from that, if this did offend you, I was just trying to have fun with the whole hype of this thing and picking on the console itself. So, guys, thanks as always so much for watching. Like I said, I got a couple more videos coming out. I got a pickup video, and I'm finally going to do my original NES collection video that I promised when I did my original Atari one. And seeing as I hit a somewhat subscription milestone, I figured now would be the time to do it. So let me sign off, recalculate everything that's over here so I can get to those videos. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care. Hey, what's up folks? The Creep here. Thank you as always so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more. You can follow The Creep on social media and feel free to reach out at any time here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Creep would love to hear from you. And as always, thank you, take care, and bye-bye.